Alright, let's talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately: Britain's struggle with heat waves. And no, I'm not just talking about the usual grumbling about the weather. This is different. This is serious. Personally, I think what's happening in the UK right now is a wake-up call, not just for Britain, but for all of us. Let me explain why. First off, the UK is not built for this kind of heat. I mean, roads are melting. Roads. That's not a metaphor, it's literally happening. And it's not just the infrastructure. The entire country seems caught off guard. What makes this really interesting is how it exposes a deeper issue. We're great at adapting to other climates when we're on holiday, but when it comes to our own backyard, we're in denial. It's like we've been living in a bubble, thinking extreme weather is something that happens elsewhere. But now, it's knocking on our door, and we're not ready. Here's where it gets even more fascinating. The UK's heat waves aren't just about discomfort. They're deadly. Nearly 3,000 heat-related deaths so far. That's not a statistic, that's a tragedy. And what many people don't realize is that this isn't just about the heat itself. It's the humidity, the lack of preparedness, the way our systems are failing. It's like standing behind a bus and feeling the heat blast out, except you can't move away. That's what people are describing, and it's chilling. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. I've been thinking a lot about James Lovelock's The Revenge of Gaia lately. Lovelock argued that the damage from global warming is irreversible, and honestly, I'm starting to see his point. What this really suggests is that we're not just dealing with a temporary problem, we're dealing with a new reality. And yet, here we are, still waiting until the last minute to act. It's like we're marinating in the horrors of climate change before we even start talking about solutions. Sound familiar? It should, because it's exactly what happened with COVID. But here's the thing, I don't think everyone's going to wake up in time. Climate activists like Bill McGuire are frustrated, and I get it. But personally, I've found peace in accepting that we can't take everyone with us. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's true. My approach? I'm like an ethical doctor. I don't care if someone's a climate change denier, I'll still share my rations. Because at the end of the day, we're all in this together, whether we like it or not. Now, let's talk about innovation. One thing that immediately stands out is how quickly we'll see advancements in cooling technology. Air conditioning? That's going to be the new gold rush. But here's the catch, it's not going to be equitable. The rich will stay cool, while the poor swelter. And that's not just a prediction, it's already happening. If you take a step back and think about it, this isn't just about comfort. It's about survival. And survival, unfortunately, is often a luxury. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's hope, in small, bite-sized chunks. Excess heat-related deaths are being tracked, and interventions are starting to work. Cooling spaces, public information campaigns, telemedicine, these are steps in the right direction. And the fact that emergency responders are finally getting the funding and attention they need? That's a win. But here's the deeper question, is it enough? Probably not. But it's something. What this really boils down to is agency. People are starting to take matters into their own hands. I've noticed more and more folks, especially women, sharing disaster prepping tips. Rice and pasta in drawers, water stored in cupboards, go bags in cars. It's like we're all becoming amateur survivalists. And you know what? I find that fascinating. It's like we're finally waking up to the fact that the weather isn't just something to complain about, it's something to prepare for. So, where does this leave us? In my opinion, we're at a crossroads. We can either keep pretending this isn't happening, or we can start building a future that's resilient. But here's the thing, it's going to take more than just innovation. It's going to take political will, systemic change, and a whole lot of humility. Because let's be honest, we've screwed up. But the question is, can we learn from it? Closing thought, Britain's heat waves aren't just a British problem. They're a mirror. They reflect our global failure to act on climate change, our reluctance to face uncomfortable truths, and our tendency to prioritize short-term comfort over long-term survival. But they also reflect something else, our capacity to adapt, to innovate, and to care for one another. So, here's my question to you: what are you going to do about it? Because the heat's not going away, and neither should we.